I was on birth control pills for about like 6 years or so, and I tried so many different brands, but they all just never really sat right with me. I always just felt a little bit off and not like myself. Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jills and I talk all about health, wellness, and self-development for women. So if that's something you want to learn more about, be sure to hit the red subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss when I put out any new videos. So today I wanted to talk about something a little bit more personal, and that's all about my experience on birth control pills, why I ultimately decided to get off of them, how I feel now, and how that whole transition was and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to provide some recommendations if you are looking to get off the pill. So just some things you can do or learn about to help with the transition if that's what you're looking to do. I don't just want to share my personal experience just for the sake of it, but I feel like hearing these stories and experiences can be really helpful in deciding what's best for you. I know it was really helpful for me, but of course, keep in mind that we're all different. My experience is just mine. I also want to say that while I am so happy that I got off birth control pills, and I honestly wish that I never went on them in the first place, that doesn't mean that they're not the right choice for some people. You know your body best, and I always recommend that you listen to your intuition when it comes to this kind of stuff. Anyway, let's get into it. So I got on birth control pills when I was 18. Now I know a lot of young women will go on the pill to kind of help clear their acne or regulate their cycle, but I got on the pill solely for preventing pregnancy. And it did its job, I will say that, so that's good. But I was on the pill until I was 24, so it was about a total of 6 years. But during that time, I had a lot of symptoms, and I think I tried maybe 5 or 6 brands or so, but I was always dealing with some sort of issue. Sometimes I was having these random throbbing headaches that started immediately when I got on a pill and stopped immediately when I got off. Sometimes it was a lot of spotting, and I even think that birth control pills gave me acne. And I can't say for sure whether that's the case or not, but I didn't really struggle with acne before I went on the pill, and by the time I turned 21, I was really struggling with it, and I definitely feel like it was related. I intuitively feel like it was related. Now, I know a lot of females will go on the pill to get rid of their acne, but it can also cause acne as well. And this can be for many reasons, but one big reason is because birth control pills have been shown to negatively impact the health of your gut and mess with your gut flora and all that kind of stuff. And remember that the health of your gut is intricately tied to not only the health of your whole body, but the health of your skin. So yes, I do believe that birth control pills gave me acne. But one of the biggest symptoms I had, and one of the main reasons I ended up getting off of birth control pills, was I had super low libido. And at first I thought that this must be a relationship issue, and then I thought it must just be a me issue, you know, something's wrong with me, and of course that didn't fare well for my self-esteem. But then after thinking about it for a while, it just all of a sudden clicked, and I knew it was the birth control pills. Like, I was 100% certain. Now, I know a lot of females struggle with low libido just in general, and that's a topic I'll get into on another day, but not a lot of people realize that a very possible reason for this is their birth control pills. Sometimes it's just not easy to connect the dots. And lastly, another thing that I did not like about being on birth control pills was that I just didn't feel like myself. Now, this might not make sense unless you felt this way too, but I kind of just always felt a little bit muted. Like, I couldn't really feel the full spectrum of emotions anymore. I was never really that happy, never really that sad. I was always just kind of there. I can't really explain this very well, but that's just how I felt. And there's something very beautiful about being able to experience the different phases of your cycle and really feel those shifts and feel connected to your body. And that's why I'm so big on cycle syncing now, because it really helps you to do just that. And if you don't know what cycle syncing is, definitely go watch this video, because it was kind of life-changing info for me. So I finally got off 6 years later, and from the start I actually felt pretty good. And I think some of that was mental, because I was just so excited to be free from having a pill dictate my hormones, and that was just a good feeling. But in general, I just didn't really have any bad experiences. I did not gain weight after I got off the pill, which is, I know, a big fear that a lot of women have. And my acne also did not get any worse, which is, I know, another big fear that women have, and that was a huge fear of mine. I actually think that my acne might have gotten a tiny bit better right after getting off the pill. But another great thing was that my sex drive immediately improved, which was great, but it took a while for things to return to normal. Now, I know a big reason for this is because when I was dealing with those low libido issues for a few years, I developed a pretty strong mental block around intimacy, and it took me a while to kind of get past that and work through that, but once I did, things did return to normal. I also just felt way more connected to my body and in touch with my body, and just in a really good, positive way. Now, it took me about 3 months to get my period back and about a year for my cycles to become regular again, and that's honestly fairly normal. Of course, it can be very different for different people, but just know if you are getting off the pill to kind of give it some time, give it at least a few months without stressing, and let your body do its thing, because remember, it has to learn how to kind of re-regulate itself again. I'm 28 now, so I've been off birth control pills for about 4 years, and my health and my overall connection to my body and all that has just kept improving. So I'm so happy that I got off birth control pills, and I wouldn't ever personally think about getting back on them. Now, of course, you do you, but when I was thinking about getting off the pill, it was just really helpful for me to hear other people's stories and experiences, and it just really helped me feel ready to take the leap. But I just really wanted to put my story out there because I wanted to share that it is possible to have a positive experience when getting off of the pill. Now, there are a few things that I did to kind of help with the transition off of the pill, and a few things that I wish I did. So I kind of wanted to share these insights with you in case they might be helpful for you. First of all, about 6 months before getting off the pill, I dramatically changed my diet and lifestyle. And it wasn't because I was planning to get off the pill, but I was dealing with some pretty bad health issues, autoimmune issues, things like that. And so I really needed to do that. And I feel like that really helped with the transition because I was supporting my body in every way that I could. I didn't want to add more stress to my body. Remember that I was trying to detox all the hormones that I was taking, and my reproductive system was trying to learn how to work again. So I really wanted to support it as much as I could, and I really do feel like that helped. So if you aren't really sure where to start with healthy eating and don't know where to begin, go check out this video, Beginner's Guide to Healthy Eating. It might be really helpful for you. I also started cutting out a lot of toxic household products and personal care products, which is basically everything in my house, unfortunately. But I really wanted to do this because I wanted to kind of lower the overall toxic burden on my body. And remember that there's a ton of endocrine disruptors, which are hormone disruptors, in these products. So in doing these things and getting rid of these products and eating healthier and all that kind of stuff, I feel like I really helped my body with this transition and helped to support it the best way I could. And when I did get my period finally a few months after going off of the pill, the pain that I experienced was less than what I used to experience before going on the pill initially. Something that I wish I put more attention to when transitioning off of the pill was better supporting my elimination pathways. Our body naturally detoxes every single day, and two of the ways that our body does this is by sweating and by going to the bathroom. So it's really important that we support these functions. Now, with sweating, sauna sessions can be really helpful for this. I love the sauna. I wish that I did regular sauna sessions when I was getting off of the pill. I think it would have been really helpful for me, but I do them now regularly and I love them. But another free way to sweat is exercise. This is such a great way to kind of get that stuff out. Now, going to the bathroom, a lot of people don't realize how crucial this one is, but you need to be pooping every single day. This is a very important elimination pathway of ours, and it's a very big way that we expel any excess hormones. So we also want to make sure that we are doing that regularly. And during this whole process, don't forget to take care of your mind too, and take time for self-care and relaxing and sleeping and all of that, because those are just as important. And mainly when you get off the pill, be excited. Don't be scared or expect the worst, because that stress will not help you and you'll only begin to manifest that which you don't want. So be excited, look forward to connecting to your body and feeling everything that it needs to feel. It might also be helpful to watch my video, How to Balance Your Hormones Naturally, for some tips on things to do before and after getting off the pill to kind of help help deal with those hormonal imbalance symptoms. Now I have some really good reads for you if you are looking to get off of birth control pills, and I'll link them in the description box below. I wish I read these books when I was transitioning off the pill. They would have been so helpful. So the first one is Taking Charge of Your Fertility by Toni Weschler, and this is a must read. I highly recommend it. This book basically talks about how to understand and track your cycle, and talks about the different aspects of our reproductive health and all that kind of stuff. It really is a must read, and she teaches you how to use the fertility awareness method to either prevent pregnancy or achieve pregnancy if that's what you want to do. Another great one is Beyond the Pill by Dr. Jolene Brighton, and she basically just walks you through how to balance your hormones after getting off the pill. So clearly this is a really good one here. And the last book is Period Repair Manual by Laura Brydon. This is just a really simple, clear-cut book on how to better your periods naturally, really easy to understand. For me, getting off birth control pills was so freeing and was such a positive experience. So remember, if you're feeling called to look into getting off the pill, there might be a reason and there might be something to explore there. You know, birth control pills can be a great option for some people, but unfortunately they're not for everyone. They do come with their own risks and possible side effects. They definitely weren't for me, that's for sure, and I just feel so much better connecting more with my own natural cyclical rhythms and just getting more in touch with this part of myself. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by pressing the like button. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, more stuff about women's health and self-development and all that kind of fun stuff, then be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.